Boom, 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 boom. Got ourselves a 4-star, baby. Sooners locked up. State of Oklahoma as much as possible. That is the agenda. That is the goal. Sooners landed a 4-star commitment, top 150 player in the United States in high school, top 20 corner in high school ball. Trystan Haynes, Carl Albert High School, has decided that Oklahoma is the place to be. Sooners win him over the likes of Georgia, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Notre Dame, Miami. A lot of the big programs want this kid. And Oklahoma locked it up. And so we got to dive into that. Let's talk about Trystan. Let's talk about him coming to be a Sooner. And let's talk about the room now, because that now makes 3 corners that we have on the recruiting class for 2025, and maybe one more. We'll see. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. We got that commitment, baby. So we all know that Oklahoma's goal is to keep as many kids in the state of Oklahoma at home. We want them to stay, we want them to play. And one thing about Trystan is, and we're going to watch some film here in a moment and look at those measurables, is he's one of those kids that fits exactly what Jay Valai and what Brent Venables and Zach Alley, the entire defense, wants. Big, strong corners that really like to hit. So let's look at the measurables, look at the film. Let's talk about Trystan, and then stick around. We'll talk about the other 2 commits and what this means for the room. All right, y'all see the measurables. Class 2025, 6'2", about 160 pounds. He's probably more than at this point. Remember, the recruiting sites are usually behind by a few months with the latest weights and stuff, but doesn't matter. Carl Albert High School in Midwest City, Oklahoma. In-state, OKPrep guy, top 150 corner in the country by consensus and composite. Both 247 on 3, ESPN rivals. As you put them all together, they love this kid, right? He's one of those that he fluctuates in the rankings because he doesn't do a lot of, I guess you could say, events or whatnot, camps. But when he does show up, he shows out, right? And when you watch the film on him, the big thing that had jumped out to me is not only was it an elite return man, he's an elite wide receiver. The dude likes to be physical at the line at corner. And that is what we've seen out of the recruits. I love to keep emphasizing that because that's the thing that excites me the most. Oklahoma's bringing back that physical defense from the 2000s, right? The one that y'all missed, the one that Brent Venables used to architect back in the day with Bob Stoops. We're bringing back the physicality of being at the line and pushing dudes around. And so having an in-state guy that, to be honest, the rumors were he was really weighing the option of leaving the state. And I understand why. He was just, tired of being in Oklahoma. Want to do something different, right? Well, him coming here now, he's going to play in a lot of different states, right? He gets to play throughout the SEC. Only time he's playing in Oklahoma is at home, which is even better for him, right? So he's going to be able to get out there and see what everything is like. He's going to be close to family, so family can come see every single home game. So it's no worries about any trek for anybody. But, dude, he's talented, man. I thoroughly enjoyed watching him play when I go to Carl Albert's games. Dude is just good, right? And so at that size, man, it just adds another big corner to what Oklahoma is trying to do. And so, of course, everybody's wondering, all right, Jay, you add him to this class, what does it look like? So that gives us an additional Oklahoma kid. Well, we got, 3 technically from Carl Albert. Trinae Washington, the big 6'3" athlete. You got Marcus James, the big 6'3" linebacker / athlete. You have Kevin Sperry, who's no longer at Carl Albert. He's down at Denton Geyer, so he's a Texas kid now in comparison. But he's adding to this list of Oklahoma kids, right? You got Alexander Shield Knight. You've got, like I said, Marcus James, Trinae Washington, and Elijah Thomas. So another set of all the OK preps coming in. But corner-wise, this is what this looks like corner-wise for Oklahoma and what they're trying to do. We're going back to the big physical dudes at the corner spot, but don't get it twisted. You're going to have some dudes around 5'9", 5'10" that's going to be able to cover a lot of the slot guys, a lot of the shifty dudes that are built to jump into little pockets or whatnot. You're going to have hitters. That's why the Eli Bowens of the world exist, right? He's 5'10", but the dude plays bigger than that. And you're going to want that. But you add him with Cortland Guillory, who we just had that commitment from. He's about like 6'1", 175. And then you add, Hawkins, Malik Hawkins, Michael Hawkins' little brother out of Frisco, Emerson down there in McKinney. He's 6'1", roughly about 175, 180 as well. So you just got yourself three really, really nice sized corners, and they like to hit. So the violent tendencies y'all like back in the day, we synced some of it at the spring game. We saw sooner on sooner violence, which, we hope it kind of tapers down a little bit, but at the same time, what our excitement here is that we're going to get another corner, another in-state guy, and we're going to keep all these dudes local, which that, to me, is probably the best agenda we have. We haven't really done that in a while. I think we've had a couple of in-state guys, top in-state guys, leave or we lose out on them, and it happens. You're not going to get all of them, hence why we steal them from other states as well, so we can't, be mad. But at the same time, when you put an emphasis on homegrown talent, you put an emphasis on building relationship with the local coaches, the local families, the local communities, they will pay you back. You will reap what you sow. And it appears that is what Coach Venables and staff is doing. And so watching Trinae, hey man. Watching Marcus James, hey man. Now adding Trystan Haynes, hey man. Because you just got Xavier Robinson last year, right? The running back. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So, had to drop this video as soon as the commitment hit. Hop in the comments. Let your boy know your thoughts. Celebrate. Get excited. Tell me how you feeling about us landing a top 150 player in the country. Shut up the competition. Made it this far, like the content. Please hit the like button if you're new to the channel. Subscribe. Love y'all to join this family of college football fans. Talking OU football. College football in general. Having a blast in doing it. So, check out some of the other videos around the commits recently. And yeah, we will... talk soon. Peace.